Hey everyone, it's Mara. I finally feel well enough to do an update. Not that I won't cry midway, but we'll see if I can try to keep myself together. So the last video I did was the preterm labor at 20 weeks, where we lost our daughter. Her name was Siobhan, and after that, here's what happened. I was put on bed rest, and gosh, I was on bed rest for maybe 3 or 4 days before my back started hurting again, which is what happened with Siobhan. Sorry, I have a candy in my mouth. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have candy in my mouth. I'm doing this. Anyhow, when I went into labor with her, my first symptom was back pain. So I started having back pain again. So we went into the emergency room again, labor and delivery emergency, not the real emergency. And they checked me out. No contractions or anything, just pain. So they checked me out. They looked at my cervix, and they looked at my cervix before. They never gave me a measurement, so this time I found out that it was 2.1 centimeters. And in the world of pregnancy cervixes, anything under 2.5 is cause for concern. At this time, though, there was really nothing to be concerned about, and the doctor even mentioned, I could do a cerclage, but I'm not sure that you need it quite yet. And looking back, I wish we had done it right then and there, honestly, and you'll see why as I progress here. So 2.1, they sent me home because there was no issues, no baby bulging or anything like before. Our baby boy, Ronan, he was fine. So I went home. I think it was only for a few days. And, yeah, because on Friday, this was like a Tuesday, I went in to the emergency room again. On Friday, I started having back pain again, but this time with contractions. And I waited until the contractions got worse because I really wasn't sure if they were just kind of come and go and then leave. Eventually, they got worse pain-wise, and they started coming every 5 minutes. So when they got to every 5 minutes and the pain was getting more intense, we went back to the emergency room. This time, they went ahead and admitted me for the back pain. My cervix had shrunk up quite a bit. This time it was like 1 point something. So that was quite scary at that point. They decided to go ahead with the cerclage at this point. And even I wasn't sure if this was the right thing to do, because at this late in the game and how shortened my cervix had gotten, we should have done it a long time ago. I mean, really, at this point, we should have done it when I was 13 weeks pregnant. Because of twins, it's just more likely that this was going to happen. I didn't know it, and I guess my doctor didn't know it, and that's why it never happened. And that's probably why this happened instead. So they did put the cerclage in on Saturday morning. And my contractions never really stopped. The cerclage is a surgery, so they had to do a spinal anesthesia, and that helped the contractions. That helped my whole lower body just be numb, completely numb. Surgery went fine, no issues, but afterwards the contractions came back. They weren't able to really stop them on Saturday. On Sunday, they gave me a few different drugs. None of them worked. None of them helped with the pain. The last drug they gave me was Procardia, and that finally worked for the pain. But it didn't last. And the dosage was maybe a little too low. I asked if I could have a higher dose, and I was denied. I don't know how I feel about that now, but, I mean, looking back, I was contracting for days and days. Really, at that point, there was not much we could do. The cerclage was almost a band-aid for what was happening. It wasn't going to solve the issue. It was just kind of ooh, let's try it. And I don't regret it because, I mean, what if I hadn't tried it? I would have kept thinking, you know, why didn't I do it? Maybe it would have helped, blah, blah, blah. You know, the what ifs. So I'm glad we did do it. Oh, by the way, a cerclage is where they stitch the cervix closed. Sorry, I should give you some more info. Sorry. So they stitched it closed so that it would stop opening, it would stop expanding, it would stop dilating. And it helped a little in that sense, but we couldn't stop the contractions. So Sunday night, we stopped them a little bit Sunday morning, but by Sunday night the contractions were back. And I went to bed. I'm not going to go too much into this next part because honestly it was really traumatizing and it haunts me. But my water broke in the middle of the night, Monday night. It was Monday by the time it broke. It was like 1 o'clock or something in the morning. And, sorry, let me just chew this candy. My water broke. My doctor rushed in, wheeled me back to the OR, and took my cerclage stitch out so I could give birth. Wheeled me back into my room. And I did. I gave birth to our son Ronan. He was born at 2:20 in the morning on Monday morning, the 28th of July. He lived for a little over an hour. You know, he was born at 22 weeks and 2 days, so too little for NIC unit, too little to survive. So, I'm sorry. So we lost both of our babies. And it's been awful. They sent me home actually the next day. I just had a vaginal delivery, so recovery on those things are really quick and easy. So Monday afternoon I came home, and I've been home ever since. And it's been hard. You know, we had some family come by, and they were here. Some of them were here actually for his birth, and while I was in the hospital for those few days, they actually came because they were going to help me with bed rest, but I wasn't on bed rest very long. So family were here, and they left a little over a week ago. And this week has been mine and my husband's first week alone, and just dealing, you know. I'm probably going to go back to work next week. I've been out of work because of the bed rest. Total now it'll be about 4 weeks. And next week I'm just going to go half days. As for our babies, the hospital, they thankfully cremate, well, they don't cremate, the hospital doesn't, they have a funeral home that they work with, and the funeral home cremates babies for free, which is wonderful, because, I mean, I guess I wouldn't even know what to do. I guess I could have called a funeral home to see how much it would have cost. I don't even know that I would have thought of that, honestly. I guess I would have had to think of something. So the funeral home did that. Our babies were cremated earlier this week, and then we went and picked them up, thankfully, because I just wanted them home with us. So we picked them up the next day, and we've picked out an urn. We're just waiting for that to come in. And that's where we're at. I mean, we're mourning. We're bereaved. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I've been through hell and back to get pregnant, to even have babies. So it's quite heartbreaking. In the future, we don't have the money to do baby making anymore. Like I said, if you've been watching for a while, you know that we had someone help us, you know, with money for IVF. And we had some meds that were donated by someone, and even the doctor helped us a little bit with the money. He donated a couple meds to us too. That's not going to happen again. You know, I have no one else I can get money from. I can save for a while, but at the same time, I'm also getting old. As silly as that sounds, I'm getting old. You know, I don't know how much longer I can actually have babies. I mean, I'm 33. Don't get me wrong, I'm not old, but you know, it's going to take me a decent while to save for IVF again. By the time we do that, who knows if I'll be, if my eggs will be good enough to be successful. It could be another waste of money. Yeah. So it's devastating because these were supposed to be our miracles. And they were, really. I mean, we had gone through so many different treatments, failure, never, ever getting pregnant. And so we did finally get pregnant with these twin babies, and it hurts to lose them. Can't even tell you. Can't even describe it. There were no words. No words at all. I'll still do a few videos here. I mean, I like to talk about a few things medical-wise, like what I went through, because I really feel like it's important for other people to know, and to be aware in case they're in similar situations. I also would love to share my babies with you, and do a video and stuff with I've got pictures and stuff of them, and just things that involve them. So I think there's still a few videos in me. But yeah, trying to conceive, that's not going to happen. There's nothing to try. I've tried it all. I've done all the different meds. I've done it on my own. I've done IUIs and IVFs. And I just don't have the money for it anymore. We're still paying on our IVF bill, and if, like I said, if you've been watching my videos, you know, we made payments on this, so we had help with some of the money, and then the rest of the money we are making payments on loan, or whatever they call it. The offices do the money. They loan it to you, or whatever. They let you do payments. So so that's it. You know, we're gonna fill our arms some other way. I don't know how or what yet. And I guess when I figure that out, I'll let you guys know. So, so that's it. That's my update. Sad update. I really appreciate everybody, all your kind words. I know some people on Facebook already know about all of this, so I appreciate all of your kind words and your condolences. It means a lot to us that you care as much as we care. So, okay, bye.